and we're just across the street from Joan. And so we got to know each other. I started going over and having coffee with her about once a week, and we started forming a friendship through that. And sometimes Roy would come and sit at the table with us too, and we would visit and have coffee, and then he would get up and go to work, to his shop, and Joan and I would continue with our visit. And not too long after that started happening, one day she told me, she said, you know, she had a big cross on her in her living room, and she said, you know, I know that one day I'm going to die, and I'm not really sure if I have done enough good things to go to heaven. And I said, you know, Joan, the Bible tells us that we can know for sure that we are going to heaven. And so from that point on, when our visits turned to a little Bible study, and so we started studying God's Word together and looking at what the Bible had to say. And one day she told me, you know, I know now that not only that I know before that Jesus died for me and died for my sins, but now I realize that it's not something I have to do on my own. This is something that is a free gift that I'm just receiving from Him. And so now I know I'm going to heaven when I die. And it was such a moment of rejoicing with her and just having that spiritual part in her life reconciled with. And, you know, I saw a difference in her from that point on. She had more peace. It wasn't the anxiety that I had seen before in our conversations, and just very sweet. Of course, there was always the jewelry and the trips to the thrift store. And when she was in Cody, visiting her there, just her desire was, you know, just to come back, get her jewelry out again, and, you know, keep going at it. She was always looking to live in the future, just as she had in the past, and it's a joy for living. So sweet, sweet lady. Gonna miss her. I treasure the time that we had with her, and I'm really glad that I really feel like one of the reasons we were allowed to come move here was to get to know Joan and Roy too.
Well, and you kids were her anchor